Manchester City are going into this transfer window to absolutely dominate world football yet again. Of course, we know that Manchester City won the treble not too long ago. They are trying to recreate the team that won that treble, and it is scary. I say it is truly scary. As a Manchester United fan, this hurts me to my core. However, I can only look and say, bro, I wish my team was behaving like a huge club. I wish my team was behaving like a massive club, because Manchester City has just one bad season, and it's not even a bad season because they can get to second place before the season is over. They can be in second place. They are in the Champions League for sure. They just did not win the Premier League. They did not win the Champions League, and they have an opportunity to win the FA Cup. So that is what is a bad season to Manchester City. And Manchester City did not only just splurge £200 million in January transfer window, they are looking to splurge another 200 before the transfer window even starts. How are they trying to do this? Florian Wirtz, in fact, Florian Plattenberg just came out right now and says, and I think yesterday, he said, Manchester City have always been in the race for Florian Wirtz and will not give up as long as he hasn't signed with FC Bayern. Wirtz has not signed a pre-contract with Bayern, and there is still no agreement with Bayern. Leverkusen. Bayern have also not yet submitted an official offer. Leverkusen boss Fernando Caro has confirmed that there's no offer from Manchester City yet. However, Bayern remain hopeful of signing Wirtz, ideally before the Club World Cup. Leverkusen want to keep him, and if they do sell, would prefer to sell him abroad rather than to Bayern. Pep Guardiola is a strong desire to sign Wirtz, has not changed for months. Wirtz family, this is the key part. Wirtz family were in Manchester today for talks, as photos published by Bild confirm Leverkusen are informed about the flights. Florian Wirtz was at Manchester, his family anyway, but to me that's the same thing. They were at Manchester today talking to Manchester United, I wish, Manchester City's team about the move to Manchester. It is mind-blowing, and not just that. If Manchester City gets Florian Wirtz, they are also the key part, because it's so annoying how these people are getting every single person. Manchester City have accepted. Manchester City have contacted AC Milan to express their interest in signing Tijjani Reijnders. Oh my lord. Talks at early stage, plus no formal offer yet. But Manchester City hope agreements will be reached to buy the 26-year-old AC Milan midfielder this summer. I want to tell you what is happening. Florian Wirtz is literally a carbon copy, or the closest thing to Kevin De Bruyne. That's one. Tijjani Reijnders is the closest thing to a box-to-box midfielder that can arrive in the box late and do magic. And who does that remind you of in Manchester City? In the treble side, not Rodri, but Gundogan. And of course, Rodri is going to be coming back. So you have Florian Wirtz, Tijjani Reijnders, and Rodri. They have literally, and they're trying to recreate that treble season midfield. And they would be able to do it because Florian Wirtz is looking at, City is Pep Guardiola. I understand Bayern is a good thing. Of course, he's a German player. I understand Bayern is there for me, but Kuzen doesn't want to sell him to Bayern. That is definitely a rival. So going to City makes a lot of sense. Tijjani Reijnders doing what he has done for AC Milan, going to City is definitely a step up. Especially because Pep is going to be there. This is mind-blowing. As a United fan, looking at this situation, I can only just put my head down and just say, please, Lord, how are these people forking out over 700? Because that's what we are looking at. Forking out over 700 million towards that amount within 7 months of football. And Manchester United are trying to buy Liam Delap. I do not understand. If we want to catch up, If we want to catch up, we need to put the money to get the best players. Manchester City are going into this situation with full-fledged force, and they are doing a madness. If they get Wirtz and Reijnders, we are in trouble. The Premier League is in trouble. The Champions League is in trouble. I know we always say this about Real Madrid, but what Manchester City is doing is on a different level, because they do not even wait for that person to be on a free transfer. They go right now and they take him. They go and literally take what they want. That is what Manchester City are doing. And United are basically there juggling their balls and saying, okay, do we want Dilap? Do we want Gyökeres? Do we want Osimhen? Make a decision. This is very troubling. But one thing I can tell you is Tijjani Reijnders to Manchester City will be one of the signings of the year. I don't watch him every day, but I was so curious that his first name, of course, we all know the story. His first name, Tijjani, was given to him by his parents because of the Nigeria superstar. And so he literally piqued my interest when he went to AC. And then I was like, brother, this boy is a baller. Arriving late in the box, finishing, always knowing when to be. Now, of course, Gundogan also had this leadership and clutch moments that he really just can't teach. So maybe Tijjani doesn't have that yet. But that is going to be a trio that would absolutely dominate world football. Rodri, Ballon d'Or winner. Wirtz, one of the best players or best midfielders in the world. Tijjani, having the ability to be one of the best goal-scoring midfielders. We are in trouble. And I'm laughing because there's really nothing I can do in this situation. Manchester United are literally flirting with the idea of Edison, and we haven't even gone to get him. We're flirting with the idea. We lost, what's his name? The guy from Sporting to Chelsea, Giovanni Kenda. We bought the young striker from France. All we are doing is basically buying kids and learners permits when Manchester City, Liverpool Frimpong, when we could get Frimpong. I don't know how it doesn't make any sense to me. You need a right wing back. Frimpong is available. That is a system that he has played all his life with Leverkusen. That's the system that made him one of the most threatening players in the world. And we choose not to go full-fledged to get him. His loss, if I'm not mistaken, is about 35 to 40 million. Go cover the money, get him, because he absolutely raises the floor for Manchester United. We already have gotten the left wing back in Dogu, in Lyon. Now, let's go increase the left to right wing back. Increase the midfield in terms of the floor. Increase the attacking lineup, the strikers. That's what we need to do. We need to go in there and literally demand players come to play for Manchester United. And top-class players. Sell them on a system, sell them on a dream, and sell them on things that would absolutely work out in our favor. And so they arrive. I am shocked that Manchester United did not go for any of these players. Florian Wirtz. We need 210s. Of course, it's 100 million believe. And we don't have the money, so I understand that part. But why don't we have the money? Still down to mismanagement. All those things are what pisses me off so much. Tijjani Reijnders. We are looking for a box-to-box midfielder that is able to sit with Ugarte and literally run the game. That's Tijjani. This is. We need to wake up, because we are going to keep on falling behind Manchester City. And if not, Manchester United and Manchester in a whole will not be red anymore. Let me know what you guys think about this. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button if you haven't. Comment down below. I want to see what you guys think about this trio playing for Manchester United. Jesus, I always say it's United playing for Manchester City. It is going to be a problem. That I can assure you. Let me know what you guys think about this. Peace.